What's up, YouTube fans? Today we're going to be unboxing the Blokees Defender version 3 Heavy Metal War. So this is the box that contains the final two Constructicons to allow us to make Devastator. Unfortunately, we still haven't come through the licensing issue with the Devastator combiner parts. I know they're working on it, so eventually we will get it. But in the meantime, we'll take a look at this box here. We've got in this box Jazz, Hotrod Grimlock. There is a special chase version of Grimlock. I guess it comes with, looks like it's shiny paint. Then we've got Skywarp, Shattered Glass Prime in vehicle mode and robot mode. And then we've got Soundwave, a gold Megatron from Golden Lagoon, glittery transparent Shockwave, and then we've got Scrapper, Mixmaster, and Longhaul. Oh, it's 3 of the vehicles. I'm sorry, I said 2. We have 3 already, and we'll get the final 3 here. I will bring them all in so you can see them together. But here's the top. Nice artwork there. Inside it just says Blokees Transformers. Let's get it open. And thanks to Blokees for sending this out. I think they were probably thinking maybe they could get through the licensing issue quicker, but it's been a little bit now. So we get a nice image of Soundwave with that reflective surface, and Laserbeak up here, and Ravage down there. Screams are music to my ears. All right. We got one of these with the prior one, so I've got a few of these now, which I usually give them away. All right. So I think what we're going to do, out of the box here, I think what we're going to do is I'll open one, and then rather than just build each one individually, I think I'm going to build them all. And then we'll see, we'll look at them and kind of do a review. And it might be a separate video for the review, but let's see. All right, who did we get here? We got Hotrod. And it has the instructions right on the same card. They're very easy to build. You don't really need instructions, to be honest. All right, let's get them built, and actually we'll build all of these. I'll just open up this one. Make sure you get all the parts out of there because it's easy to lose the parts, but here's what it looks like. It does have paint on it. So let's get building, and we'll build them all, and then we'll take a look at them. right, and there is the Defender version 03 set all built up. And I really like how this turned out. They've got a nice mix of characters, color schemes, transparent figures, vehicles. We do have 4 vehicles. I put them back here just because I couldn't really fit them on screen. But we got 12 figures total, 4 vehicles, and 8 action figures. So let's take a look at each one individually just so you can see them up close. I'll go over the articulation on one of them. All right, first off, we'll start with Brilliant Megatron, or their version of a Golden Lagoon Megatron. And it looks really good. I love the way they did it. Nice gold paint throughout. You got the Decepticon logo on the chest. We have paint down here on the ab section. I'm going to try to use a pointer. My fingers are getting in the way. We have nice white paint on the waist and the legs. Translucent yellow for the hands, thighs, and feet. Red for the eyes. Here's the back. All of them have this little spot on the back. You can add an accessory or you can store the guns. And it's a nice little thing. You can also put a flight stand in there so you can give them like a flying or jumping pose. That's really good. Let's go over the articulation. I'll just go over the articulation on this figure, and then the rest I'll skip it unless it's different. I won't go over it again. So head is on a ball joint, goes forward and backward, side to side, and rotates around. They are kind of super deformed, right? So you get a bigger head than body. Shoulders on a ball joint, rotate around, out to the side, and you get a little bit of a butterfly due to the way that works. You have a 90-degree bend at the elbow, rotation at the elbow. Hands are on a ball joint as well, so those can rotate, go in and out, up and down. The cannon can come off. It can rotate. It can also come off the peg, and you could probably give it to another character if you wanted to. We have rotation at the waist. The legs will kick up to here, back to there, out to the side. Rotation on that ball joint, but you also get a rotation at the knee as well. You have a 90-degree bend at the knee. And then the feet are on a ball joint, so you get side to side, forward and backward, and a rotation on that foot. So pretty well articulated for something this small. And just to show you a comparison, here is the Megatron from a previous wave. So I think this is a shiny version. I can't remember if I got a chase figure or not, but it does look good. I think they did a great job in this golden version. All right, next up we have Shattered Glass Optimus Prime in robot mode and vehicle mode. And this is a previous mold that we've looked at, so I'll bring those in a little bit later. But they did a nice job on the deco. You have that shattered glass on the chest, green for the lights, green for the waist here, silver for the shins, Autobot Tempo logo there. He has that big gun. It's just colored a little bit differently than the original one. And he has that same peg on the back. Articulation is the same as what I just showed you, so I'm not going to go over that. We also get his truck, and this is basically identical to the one we got before, except it's got the green paint and the shattered glass on the front, silver, and then the blue and the orange. This can articulate up and down, and then you can open up these handles on the back, which allow you to have a rider. So you can get his hands attached here. And now we got Shattered Glass Optimus riding Shattered Glass Optimus, which is pretty funny. And just for a comparison, here is the original Optimus we got in a previous wave. And here is the original Optimus. But now I got a chase version. This is like the special chase. So it has the wing backpack. It's got the special gun. But yeah, really nice job on the Shattered Glass Prime. This is actually end up with Dr. Diecast. He's a lover of Shattered Glass, and so this will be a gift for him. All right, next we'll take a look at Soundwave and Ravage, and this happens to be a chase figure. So it's this one right here. That's a 5 and 144th chance special Galaxy type Soundwave. I didn't get the really special one. That's the comes with the laser beak. But this is nice. I'm happy with this. So let's take a look. He does have the shoulder cannon here, so that's a little bit of extra articulation that can rotate around and it can go up and down. He does come with his blaster. Really nice deco on this guy. I mean, look at all that. The chest doesn't open up, but nice tape detail there. Detail on the knees and the shins. Detail, you got the play buttons and stuff on the waist. It's just, the deco is really well done, and it is shiny. Then we have Ravage here. This is the first we've seen this mold. It doesn't have any articulation, sadly. It's a fixed figure, and actually that was true for the Galaxy version too. It does have a Decepticon Tampo red eyes. It's posed a little strange. I do wish this articulated, but nice to get a little Ravage with him. And we did get a Golden Lagoon version of Soundwave and a previous wave. So you can see how they compare with each other. Alright, next we'll take a look at Skywarp. And this will complete the trio of Seekers. So we did get Starscream and we've got Thundercracker here. And so now we have them all together. They look good together. Same articulation, same things as everything else, with the exception of you get, you know, that rotation at the null rays. But yeah, pretty cool to have the full set here. All right, next up we've got Jazz and the glittering Shockwave, which is basically a transparent version of Shockwave. And these are new molds, so first time we're getting these. Jazz looks really nice. You got blue for the visor. You got the stripe with the Autobot logo there. Headlights, fog lights, yellow paint. I mean, there's a lot of detail on that chest. It's very surprising how much detail they put into that. Looks really good. We also get his speaker. So he gets a little handheld, you know, megaphone. Here's the back. Very good looking. He didn't come with his shoulder cannon, so they, you know, did a version of Jazz without it, which is fine. Now they can have an alternate version later. And then here's Shockwave. This is the first time we've gotten this as well. He looks spectacular. They got nice Tampo paint on the chest, Decepticon symbols on both hands. You got the gun hand here. They're not really swappable because this is his right hand, so it would look awkward on this side, but I guess you could if you wanted to. He does come with a rubber hose. I couldn't believe it. So the rubber hose plugs in the back and then plugs into the hand. So that's really cool that they worked that in there. And the transparent parts just look great on this character. Articulation is basically the same as all the rest, with the exception of we now have this little rubber hose. So really cool design there. All right, last but not least, in the action figures, we've got Hotrod and Grimlock. The first Dinobot and I think the first movie character in the Defender version series. And let's look at each of these. They're both really cool. The Hotrod has nice blue painted eyes, yellow for the chest, where you get the flame. Let me get this out of here so it doesn't mess up the focus. We got silverish blue on the waist. We have silver painted gun and his saw, which I thought was really neat that they included that. Here's the back. He has his iconic wing. Still has a little spot for display. Really cool. The saw can spin, so that's kind of cool. I was not expecting it at this scale for them to allow that to work, but really good looking version of Hotrod. I really like how that turned out. And then we've got Grimlock, and Grimlock looks good, really good too. Blue eyes, nice painted chest. Got some toy deco going on here on the shins. Translucent red sword looks good. Here's the back. He does have the little dino arms, but they're attached. It's just one piece molded into the plastic. Overall looks really, really nice. Articulation on both of these guys is the same as before, so I'm not going to go over it again. But I love the deco on these. All right, and last but not least, we have really cool but sad part of the set, which is Mixmaster, Longhaul, and Scrapper in vehicle mode. Now the reason it's a little bit sad is these guys actually can combine together with the other three, which we already got. So we have Hook, Bone Crusher, and Scavenger. And the 6 of these guys can combine into Devastator if you have the Devastator add-on kit. So unfortunately, they have not yet gotten the license for that set in the US. So we're still waiting. I actually tried to import it from China. They put a hold. They put a halt on the shipment of these kits. So I haven't been able to get my hands on it. I am going to get it one way or another, either Blokees, when they come through the licensing issue, or I'll get, one from overseas. But eventually we will be able to combine it. But today we will not be able to. But really nice looking set here. Let me go over each one of these individually so you can kind of see how they look. Nice detail on the front there. Kind of like a cell shaded window, yellow for the lights, silver for the bumper. It does roll on the wheels. You can roll the barrel, and it has the Decepticon logo on. I love that, because that's going to look really good when you come to Devastator. You have that logo there. Here's the back. Obviously, ports for joints, right, for the combiner. So yeah, really, really nice. Next we have Longhaul. He's got some silver detail here, white, yellow for headlights. Again, you got the cell shaded for the window, a little bit of silver and black there. Decepticon logo up here. He also rolls on the wheels. It doesn't actually dump the dump truck, but you do have a space here for, a load. And then we get Scrapper in his vehicle mode. He's got a little bit of extra junk back here, but that's because we need that for the leg. Right, that's kind of the knee piece. So it does look a little bit odd, but you do have articulation here on the little cockpit, as well as here on the shovel that can go up and down, and of course Decepticon logo there. Wheels will roll. It does have, these arms that swing down, because this is going to be how the leg works, right? It's going to look like that. And then this one, I'm not 100% sure how it's going to work, but I see a little gap there. So I think this is going to come out like this and peg in like that. That'll make the other leg. And then I'm really not sure about how these guys, how Hook and Longhaul are going to combine. I'll have to look at the instructions, but I think you need parts at this point to combine those two. And then, of course, we've got Bone Crusher. You're just going to plug in the hand right here. So it'll be like this. Plug in the arm part there. And then here's where it goes into the shoulder. So it'll be something like that. And then here's Scavenger. Same thing. He'll be attached to the arm right here. And actually, is it this way? No, this way. So yeah, we'll have an attached arm here and then attach the forearm there. So yeah, I'm excited to see this Devastator. It obviously is a small Devastator. It's a Defender size, but cool that they're innovating and continuing. And one last thing you do get with this set is a coin. You get this little coin. It's a variation, so each set may come with a different one. This is from the first set. So we got Galvatron, now we have Grimlock on there. On the back it says Blokees. It has a little figure. They're plastic, they're not die-cast or anything, but you can collect these too if you are interested. So final recommendations on the Blokees Transformers Defender version 3. These are really cool. They keep making sets that I fall in love with. I really like the new molds here, the Hotrod and Grimlock, as well as the Shockwave. I mean, all of them are really well done. The Jazz as well, new mold. The Shattered Glass color scheme does look good. I do like the vehicles, but it's a little disappointing that they still haven't gotten the Devastator thing worked out yet. So I'm hoping that comes soon. But other than that, I mean, it's really fun to have the vehicle sets here. And of course, the Golden Lagoon stuff looks really good. It's nice to have the chase figure thing. I don't know if they picked that out purposely or if I just got lucky, but thank you to them for sending this out. But yeah, really like it. Do recommend it. That's it for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.